Hello and welcome to episode 130 on the Online Trainers podcast. Today's topic is congruency with your marketing. Hello and welcome to the Online Trainers podcast, where we go behind the scenes to uncover the latest tactics and strategies top trainers around the world are using to get more clients, dominate their marketplace, and get their clients amazing results. There is absolutely no fluff here. I'm your host, Lynn Trin. Now, I just finished a great webinar with my legacy family. It's Saturday here in Melbourne, and of course, the weather's looking amazing. It's so good to be back in Melbourne. You don't know how fresh the air is, you don't know how clean the water is, and you know, the city's not too busy. So it's really, really good to be back. And today we really spoke about lead generation to my legacy guys. I wanted to share this with you because, you know, if you don't have the money to fork out with lead generation and a mastermind program, then you probably want to tune into these podcasts and listen very, very closely and take action on everything that I share with you. Now, one of the biggest things is we spoke about lead generation. Like, how do you get more clients? How do you really, really get more clients? And I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of personal trainers and online PTs have, because the reality is you guys are personal trainers. You guys aren't marketers. Like, you know, each of us has a hat, right? When you're putting on your personal training hat or your coaching hat, all you care about is getting your clients amazing results, teaching them, educating them. You're talking about fitness. You're talking about everything that you're passionate about. And not many personal trainers have a thing called the marketing hat, which is funny because if you don't understand marketing and sales, you're going to go out of business. And I know for a lot of personal trainers, when you're starting up your online personal training business, you're starting from scratch, right? You're starting with minimal cash flow. You don't have a lot of money to invest in an agency so that you can hire, right, to generate leads for you. And even the reality is, look, most agencies talk a lot of crap. That's my experience, and only because it's so easy to open up an agency at the moment. You can be a one-man agency and you could run ads for a little bit. And yeah, I'm not going to get into that now, but I'm going to do another podcast episode on how you can choose the right agency to do all your marketing for you. But today's topic is really the congruency inside of your marketing and why you're not getting leads, why you're not getting clients. Like, there's this thing called, I don't know if you've been in the online marketing space or even just the marketing space, something called the lead magnet. I'm sure you know what this is. I'm sure you've seen it on Facebook and you've entered your name and you entered your email address and you've downloaded a PDF or some sort of a cheat sheet, some sort of a guide. I really want to talk about this because a lot of personal trainers, including myself, I remember in 2014, 2015, I became a lead magnet junkie. That is, I didn't download lead magnets, I created lead magnets expecting that lead magnets would yield clients. They would get me clients magically, right? I thought, okay, well, if I create a PDF for guys that wanted to deadlift more, and I'm adding value, like I'm listening to all these guys, I'm adding as much value to the marketplace as possible. And I was creating a cheat sheet for these guys, and I would pay Facebook money, right? I'd pay them $100 out of my own pocket to give out free information. That to me was absurd at the time. And I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. I'm paying Facebook $100 to get people to hopefully download and read this piece of information, which is some good stuff. And then what? Like, and I know that's what you're thinking at the moment, because that's what, you know, you may have done with Facebook. And, you know, if you're a personal trainer and you're out there and Facebook marketing hasn't worked for you, I can tell you that it doesn't work for a lot of people until you understand this concept of congruency within your marketing. Now, here's the truth. Whatever your lead magnet is, and this is what I talked about inside the Legacy webinar today, and I really want to give you an overview of it. Now, whatever your lead magnet is, that lead magnet presupposes that your clients want more of that, okay? Now, you're probably thinking, Lynn, what the hell did you just say? And knowing me, I probably said it in the wrong way. So let me just reinstate that for you. If you are launching a lead magnet on deadlifts, okay, and this is what I didn't understand, right? This is what I didn't understand for a long time. If you are launching a lead magnet, let's say my target avatar, my niche, are guys 25 to 30 years old, corporate males who want to get into shape, lose belly fat, become Superman, and I launch a lead magnet on deadlifts, okay? The lead magnet presupposes that all those clients downloading that lead magnet, anybody that opts in, let's say I get 100 people downloaded, the 100 people that download it, all I know about them is that they're really into deadlifts, okay? And for a long period of time, I didn't get this because I thought, okay, well, if I put it out a lead magnet and I talk about deadlift, surely they're going to want to sign up to coaching with me, right? Like, it becomes obvious. And the reality is it isn't obvious. And so I was launching lead magnets on supplements, lead magnets on fat loss, lead magnets on fat finishes, lead magnets on hypertrophy, lead magnets on arms. Okay? But it never really occurred to me that the congruency inside of my marketing is that if I have 100 people download my lead magnet for deadlifts, I know for certain that 100 of them want to progress with their deadlifts. And therefore, I can't make any assumptions, because remember, if you make an assumption, you make an ass out of who, right? You make an ass out of you. Now, if you make an assumption that all these people that are downloading your deadlifts want to get into shape, want to lose fat, it's completely wrong, right? So let's say 100 people download this deadlift guide, this deadlift ebook. 20 of them might want to get into shape, okay? But that was the error, that was the fatal flaw that I made, because this is what happened, right? I put out this lead magnet and then I would say thank you on the next page, and then I'd send out emails going, hey, do you want to join my 16-week fat loss transformation program? And I was wondering, well, why doesn't this bloody work? Like, why does this not work? Like, I'm releasing lead magnets, I'm putting out free content, I'm building trust inside of the marketplace, yet nobody wants to join my program. And the reality was there was no congruency, right? There was no congruency between the lead magnet and my offer, okay? There was no congruency between my lead magnet and my offer. Here's the reality. My offer would have been taken up. My offer would have become more successful if my offer was a one-day deadlift workshop, because that was completely congruent with my lead magnet. And I want you to look deeply, and once you get this, it's going to be like an, oh my God, Lynn, I'm so silly, right? I'm so silly. This is why it hasn't been working. So what I want you to do is I want you to have a look inside of your marketing today. And I want you to understand that if you're launching a Facebook ad, you're putting out lead magnets, you're doing a video series, you're putting out a Facebook Live, is what you're putting out there congruent to your offer? So if you're talking about supplements, right, inside of your Facebook Live, you can't sell a coaching program. If people are engaged, if you get 1,000 views on that video, right, not many of them will take up the offer. If you get 1,000 views and 1,000 people complete watching that video, right, the 1,000 people, what you know about them is the only thing you know about them is that they are interested in supplements, which means your offer should be selling them supplements, right? Shouldn't be selling them coaching, shouldn't be selling them a membership site, shouldn't be selling them anything else. Okay, but what I need you to understand, what I didn't understand for such a long period of time, I know it sounds simple, I know it sounds airy-fairy, but when you get it and you have a look back inside of your marketing, you realize the number one mistake you've made was this lack of congruency between your marketing and your actual offer. It becomes a huge aha moment. It becomes a moment where your offer, once you get this right and you start making sales and you start attracting the right people to your funnel, the game will completely change. So I really wanted to share that with you. And if you have any questions, then please feel free to join the Online Trainers Club community. I will accept you if you are a personal trainer and you want to go in there to actually grow your business, to actually go out there, impact more people, change more lives, grow a bigger business, make more money, have more freedom, do all of that cool stuff. Okay, with that being said, today's number one topic is really asking yourself that question inside of your business. Does your marketing, right? Is your marketing congruent with your offer? And if it isn't, how can you fix that? Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed today's episode. I know I'm on a bit of a high. I'm just high because I'm heading into the gym, it's sunny, and I'm about to grab some coffee. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope this helps. And of course, as always, if you found that it helped, please leave a review on iTunes. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Alright, if you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes and feel free to leave a review, and that way I can respond and I can take that on board in developing content to serve you. Now, if you're not a part of the Online Trainers Club on Facebook, please do yourself a favour and be a part of the conversation. That's where I add daily tips, tricks and strategies on how you can build out funnels, how you can get more clients and ultimately become a better online coach. Thank you for listening.